I want to move across to Ireland when we are going to be talking to Catherine O'Grady-Powers, who runs a sheep farm called Glen Sheep Farm. And she has just taken to the Chinese market hugely and shown us all that things that we actually didn't expect the Chinese to be interested in, they are indeed fascinated. She's also been involved in the EU funding project that we are all part of now, and has really found it most helpful to her and her marketing ideas. So, Catherine, give us your insight, please, into how the Chinese are reacting to your, what I think is a unique product.
Glen Sheep Farm is one of the largest farms in the west of Ireland. It's a hill sheep farm located on the Wild Atlantic Way in County Mayo, just between Louisburgh and Leenane. Due to the demise in sheep farming in our area, we have embraced tourism. We have opened up a brand new visitor centre. In 2014, it opens its doors, and this year we've welcomed almost 30,000 visitors. We do a various number of attractions, all combining traditional working farming methods in the west of Ireland. Our number one attraction is our sheepdog herding event, and that's where the guests can see our border collies rounding up the sheep using verbal and whistle commands. And the fun part about this demonstration is our dogs work for anybody that gives them a clear, concise instruction. So we have started to do immersive demonstrations where we teach the visitor the commands to work the sheepdogs, and it adds a fun element into it. Another demonstration we provide is a traditional turf cutting demo. And again, it's immersive. We teach the visitor all about harvesting the turf on the farm, and they actually participate as well. So it gets them working, it gets them out in the fresh air and really immersed in the west of Ireland and rural living. So we really are a celebration of the Irish story. Glen is designed to welcome everyone from educational tours, leisure tourism, corporate tours, team building and so forth. We're really fortunate that our farm is located in one of the most scenic areas in the country, and we have access to almost 10,000 acres of land, so there's no shortage of space at Glen, and indeed we also customise itineraries for the guests as well.
Thank you, Catherine. Well, I mean, that's quite fascinating to think that you now are being able to have a tourist attraction as well as still have your commercial farm. So, but I'm curious, how on earth did you suddenly think, well, I'm going to attract the Chinese visitors to west of Ireland? What made you think that the Chinese might be interested?
Well, we never really looked at the Chinese market. We were kind of focused on the North American market, the domestic market and the European market. But when I attended the ETOA BIM event in January 2017, I was really delighted to be invited to apply for the World Bridge Tourism Project, which we were accepted on. And this incurred a trip out to Shanghai to promote Glen. And really what we have found, I've never seen such fast results from any other marketing activity that we've undertaken. We have welcomed, since our trip to Shanghai, 150 Chinese visitors. What we have learned that they like to experience is the immersive side of our farm. They want to really participate in the event, be it sheep herding or turf cutting or learning the bowron. And also scone making is becoming quite popular as well with the Chinese visitor. They're very curious. They're curious about our life. They really love to interact and engage. And we've designed an itinerary that not just includes Glen, but also Mayo. We were very fortunate that when we were in Shanghai, it coincided with the return of a lost beach in Mayo that hit the national and the global news network. And this was discussed at the World Bridge Tourism Conference. So that's also part of the curiosity of the visitors from China. They want to see the beach. So it really spreads the tourism event throughout the county. We find that they really want to get in behind the scenes. They want to see how everything is cooked. They want to experience traditional Irish living. They want to learn a few Irish words. They want to learn an Irish dance. And we really have embraced the Chinese visitor in terms of welcome. We've completed the Coatry tourism training program for our staff, which really has given us the skill set to properly provide a good welcome, to make the Chinese guest feel very at home at Glen Farm. And this included learning basic welcome terms in Chinese, also facilitating the guests with things like chopsticks. We also provide culinary. We have adapted our lunch menu to include Chinese dishes such as noodles and so forth. So we really want to under-promise but really over-deliver when the Chinese guest arrives at Glen.
Catherine, thank you very much indeed. This is really a fascinating story. What I'm interested in also is how have you had to adapt your offering, your attractions, particularly for the Chinese market, and making it so relevant for them, which is clearly a unique experience.
Yes, well, we've made a lot of alterations, and we've actually worked with our local council in providing a Mayo itineraries list, all translated into Mandarin. And this is really to take the work out of the event for designing trips to Mayo for Chinese visitors. We've also created a WeChat account. We're adding Union Pay and Alipay at Glen Farm for 2018. So we're really trying to adapt our methods to ensure that we have proper structure in place for the Chinese guest and making it very simple for them to shop at Glen and enjoy a full experience. We've also worked with our partners as well to ensure that they're aware of the different changes that we have made at Glen and ensuring the Chinese visitor receives a true welcome. The Coatry training has really provided not just us, but indeed our partners with a good structure to welcome Chinese visitors. And we will also be adding Chinese signage in our premises to ensure that, again, they feel very welcome. We also work with Westport House, Achill Tourism and Mayo County Council in welcoming the Chinese visitors to Mayo.